You know that feeling, right? When you just walk away from a conversation with a girl and your mind immediately explodes with 1,000 questions. Wait, is she flirting with me? Or am I just imagining things again? Don't worry, you're not the only one who's ever felt this way. It's not that men lack awareness. It's that most of us are used to looking for obvious signs, while women express interest in incredibly subtle ways. They don't say it outright, but they send signals, small, subtle, yet extremely precise if you know how to notice them. And these silent signals are the secret language women use when they're truly attracted. The problem is, most men miss them. But once you recognize them, everything changes. One of the most powerful signals a girl gives you isn't in her words or her smile. It's in her eyes. Not a sneaky glance or an unconscious look anyone gives while observing. It's a gaze that lingers just a fraction too long. A tiny moment you might miss, but if you pay attention, it says everything. She looks at you, her eyes locking on yours longer than necessary, as if trying to read something from you. Then she curves her lips into a subtle smile, as if hiding a sudden emotion before turning away, pretending nothing happened. But in reality, so much has already happened in that moment. When a woman holds her gaze like this, it's a sign of strong attraction. Her body unconsciously releases oxytocin, the hormone that makes people feel connected and close. This is a natural response, impossible to fake. And if she repeats it multiple times, it's no longer a coincidence. It's a silent confession that you've entered her mind. Another subtle but extremely accurate signal men often overlook is mirroring, the unconscious reflection of your actions. This is not random. It's a powerful psychological response that only occurs when someone feels safe, comfortable, and attracted. You lean back, and a few seconds later she mirrors your movement. You scratch the back of your neck, and suddenly she does the same. You shift your sitting position, and somehow, she adjusts hers in perfect sync. She even walks at the same pace as you, tilts her drink the same way, or laughs exactly when you laugh. This isn't simple unconscious imitation. This is a connection instinct. When she mirrors you, it means her mind is syncing with your frequency. Her body is sending a signal. I like this energy. I want to align with this person. Psychologists consider mirroring one of the most important attraction signals because it cannot be faked. People only reflect those they are genuinely attracted to or want to impress. And if you notice that she continuously mirrors every gesture you make, understand that you are having a stronger influence on her than you might think. One of the classic yet extremely effective signals women unconsciously use when they're attracted is grooming behavior. Small actions to make themselves look more appealing in front of someone they care about. The clearest sign is when she repeatedly plays with her hair, twirls a strand, smooths it down, or lightly touches her necklace, earrings, or pendant while talking to you. This isn't a normal habit. It's not because her hair is messy or her neck itches. It's a mix of nervousness and excitement, a distinctly feminine energy that appears when she's standing in front of someone who makes her heart race. Notice this. She only does it when your gaze is on her or when the conversation becomes more engaging. Stroking her hair helps relieve tension, but it also naturally makes her look more attractive and softer in your eyes. If she plays with her hair while tilting her head, smiling, or holding your gaze for a brief moment, it's no longer a vague signal. It's feminine body language, sending a clear message. She wants your attention more than you realize. Another subtle, yet powerful signal men often overlook is her voice changing when she talks to you. Pay close attention. She may speak loudly, freely, or even playfully with her friends. But when she talks to you, her voice suddenly softens, becomes warmer, gentler, or carries a hint of flirtatious sweetness. This is not a coincidence. It's not just a mood shift. It's an instinctive adjustment that happens when a woman wants to impress or create a more intimate connection. When she lowers her voice, it's her way of making the conversation feel private, as if only the two of you exist in that space. Some girls even unconsciously add a touch of sweetness or a soft laugh to show they feel comfortable around you. If she only changes her tone with you, not anyone else, that's a clear signal that your presence triggers her emotions. A change in voice is one way women show attraction without saying it outright. And if you listen closely, you'll realize Her voice is telling you she cares about you more than you think. The most subtle yet weighty sign is her ability to remember details. Men often think only important stories are remembered, but for women, they only remember something when their mind truly cares about the person speaking. And when she recalls every small detail you mentioned, even things you've forgotten yourself, that's not just a good memory. It's intentional attention. Have you ever casually mentioned your favorite cereal? She remembers. You told a funny story about your dog, Max, being afraid of cucumbers. She brings it up a week later, as if it just happened yesterday. You mentioned a song you like, a coffee shop you enjoy, or what you usually do in the evenings. She takes mental notes of everything, missing nothing. Women don't remember things randomly. They remember because you've left an impression on them. And when she actively recalls those small details, it means she spent time thinking about you even when you weren't around. This is one of the strongest signs of attraction. You don't have to try, yet you already occupy her thoughts. And when a woman remembers you this way, it's a sign she cares more deeply than you realize. If there's one nearly undeniable sign that she's attracted to you, it's when her friends already know about you before you even meet them. Trust me, women never casually talk about a random guy to their entire friend group. They only bring someone into conversation when that person truly makes their heart flutter. You arrive at a gathering, haven't even introduced yourself, yet her friends already know your name, your job, your morning coffee preference, and even the story of how you made her laugh so hard she spilled her drink. This information doesn't appear out of nowhere. It comes from the moments she talked about you with unmistakable excitement. Because when a girl likes you, she wants to share about you. She wants feedback from her friends. She wants to validate her feelings. And most importantly, she thinks about you so much that talking about you comes naturally, without even realizing it. This isn't just a sign of attraction. It's the highest level of care. You've entered her private world to the point where her friends see you as the main character in her story. When this happens, understand that you are no longer just a regular person in her eyes.